Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I am continuing with my Catherine birthday readings. Readings I'm doing a few days ahead of time because I'll actually be away over the weekend when she officially turns 40. And I have done a long look ahead reading for her in her birthday year. But I just want to do a short reading now on her relationship with her brother James, because the story came out a few weeks ago that when she was going through a very difficult time early last year as a result of the Oprah interview, of course, Meghan very publicly blamed Catherine for making her cry. It was very unfair. It was a very difficult situation for Catherine to find herself in. She apparently turned to her brother, her younger brother James, for help and support. And that was interesting in itself because, of course, James very publicly has had mental health issues. The Middletons all rallied around and supported him a few years back when he was going through a very difficult time. And so now it's roles reversed. Catherine going through a difficult time and she turned to James. So I just want to do a very short 5-card reading to see what was going on, what the advice was possibly that he gave her, and how their relationship is. And I am using for this reading the Tarot Nova. Tarot Nova unfortunately comes in a box that forgot to put its name on. So Nova, N-O-V-A. It's the deck that I use to read children. And it seemed to me appropriate. I haven't used it for a while. I haven't done readings involving children for a while. I will be looking at Archie in the coming days again. But there's some stories about him that need looking at. But for Catherine and James, of course, siblings, they still have that energy that comes through with all siblings, that comes through from your childhood, from your past, however old you are and whatever is going on in your life. You still remember the person who taught you how to ride a bicycle or got you into trouble or whatever was going on with you when you were little, that you really know best. However you have separated as you've got older and chosen your own friends and gone your own way, still those are the people that know you. Absolutely. And so interesting that James was the person that Catherine trusted and turned to for help and comfort when she was being accused very publicly in the whole world on an interview with Oprah of all things, accused of really being a nasty woman who made Meghan cry. Dreadful thing. So let's see what these little cards have to say about Catherine and James. And underlying energy, the Hanged Man. Very interesting energy because it's come out in reverse. The Hanged Man. Hanged Man, when it is in the upright, is that in limbo sacrifice energy. The victim, it's literally the victim card. Being sacrificed for something, you're being hung out to dry and having to just hang in limbo, dangle there while the world goes on without you really. But this card has come out in the reverse. She's tired of being sacrificed. It's time to stop being a sacrifice. It's time to get back into circulation. It's time to start living again. And I think that is precisely what James told her. And we could probably stop the reading right now and say, okay, James said, you're not the victim in this. Don't martyr yourself. Get out there and stop waiting for the next shoe to drop. Start living your life. I can always hear him saying that. But anyway, the heart of the matter in this situation was the Page of Swords. It was all the ugly things that were said on Oprah. Vicious things. Pages are communication. Swords are very vicious energies. Cutting words, public words. A bit of a dagger through the heart vibe with this Page of Swords. You can see it going snicker snack, really. That sword. And so, yes, communication, that was very ugly. So how was Catherine feeling when she chose to confide in her brother? And we get the Magician in reverse. That's interesting energy. Magician is, of course, the person who manifests things, who can be a little bit manipulative behind the scenes, but has all the tricks, all the cards, knows everything, knows how to do everything, and can set all the wheels in motion and make stuff happen, and it's in the reverse. She felt the victim of a trickster energy, of somebody who could turn things on their heads. It's in the reverse, who could manipulate a situation. It's very public and very powerful energy. She felt like she'd been really victimized in this, that people were pulling strings or manipulating situations very publicly. She felt powerless. She felt powerless in the face of their tricks. It's the trickster. When the magician is in reverse, it is not a pleasant energy at all. And she really felt helpless in the face of these accusations, and that Oprah interview must have been absolutely devastating for her. I wasn't doing readings on this channel at the time, but I can feel how devastating it was just in the energy around that card. So Catherine's feelings about James and what she went to him for, how she views him, how she sees him as a person. Knight of Wands, isn't that a lovely energy? It's almost a knight of shining armor, but it's more than a knight in shining armor. It is somebody who's an action man, a doer. The Knight of Wands. Knights are about action, about movement, but the Knight of Wands is a fun energy. It's a happy energy. It's a positive and dynamic energy. It's don't sit at home and mope. Don't lie in your bed. Don't turn your back to the world, your face to the wall. Get out there, play. She feels that he is a very positive energy, a very enthusiastic energy, very a fun and happy energy, somebody who can lift her spirits, the Knight of Wands in the upright. Definitely somebody who is energizing to be around, a positive influence to be around. As I say, somebody who will help her move through that slump and get the blood flowing, the circulation going, and get her out and about, and just make her or shake it off, shake that bad mood off. So that's why she went to him. It's very interesting for somebody who's had his own issues with depression to come across as a Knight of Wands. That shows how hard he has worked at his mental health and how able he is now to stay in a positive and a dynamic energy and lift the people around him. Isn't that so interesting? What was his advice to her? I've already had the Hanged Man in reverse advice, but let's see, what did he say to her? Page of Cups. And I think it really was focus on your children, focus on the things that you love, the people that you love, the innocent, happy energy that fills the well rather than depletes it. So don't focus on things in your life that are draining and challenging. The Hanged Man energy, the Page of Swords there, that nasty cutting energy. Focus on the things that you love, the things that love you, the things that fill your heart and make you feel loved, make you feel appreciated, the kind and soft energy that is around you, and keep that in yourself. Don't retaliate with nastiness, but protect your heart, fill it with love, surround yourself with people who love you, and really that includes children and all those kinds of happy things. Page of Cups, very interestingly, just as an aside, as a reader, is very often an apology. And of course, there was a lot about this, about who apologized, who was the one who gave flowers, who was the one that made that gesture. And of course, Catherine was the one who allegedly took flowers to Nottingham Cottage and had the door slammed in her face. And I can imagine the flowers were stuffed into the rubbish bin and died, wilted in the rubbish bin. But he's telling her, you did the right thing, you apologized, you were the one that made that gesture, and now you just focus on happy and uplifting things. And so the outcome of this little interlude with James. They had fun together, Three of Cups. She decided to focus on the things that made her happy in life, the things she loved, playful energy, playing with the children, just being happy, getting out there. I have an idea that there might have been a game of tennis, sports, activities, laughter, happiness. The Three of Cups is about happiness, about doing the things that give you joy, that lift you up. And so he very clearly told her not to sit in this negative energy and this victimhood that she was feeling. She was feeling powerless. She was feeling manipulated and tricked and helpless. And he told her, forget about it. You're not the victim here. Take charge of your life. Get on with your life. Focus on the good things in life. Have fun, and forget about the old witch flying around on her broomstick. She'll soon enough fall off her broomstick. And of course, she subsequently has. And so that is interesting. It does look like he has really helped her through a tough patch, because we have two major arcana here. We have the Magician in reverse and the Hanged Man in reverse, and he really stopped her from feeling sorry for herself and feeling like a victim, and told her to go out and live and just be happy. Good advice, advice we should all take. And so there's the birthday reading, and thank you for watching, and happy birthday to Catherine, Duchess of Cambridge, and I wish you all well as well, and I'll see you on the next reading.